Hey guys. I'm Candice White. Hope you can hear me well. Welcome to Prenatal Yoga. We're a little early, so I'll give it a few more minutes, making sure everybody can see me. Okay. I am in landscape mode, right? Just making sure. Cool. We got people joining. Good. Welcome, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm Candice White. Welcome to Prenatal Yoga. I already said that, but I'm just trying to wait one more minute before we officially get started. I am doing this through Yoga Buzz. You guys might be able to see a donation button on there. So make sure if you're able to donate. These classes are totally free, but we are accepting all donations, so really appreciate if you guys would donate to Yoga Buzz. If you don't know about Yoga Buzz, it's a great nonprofit. They do pop-ups and yoga all over the city of St. Louis. Grateful to them always because that's how I became a certified yoga teacher. So make sure you guys check out their Facebook page and their website. So... Again, everybody, I'm Candice White. I am a certified yoga teacher. I'm also 27 weeks pregnant as of yesterday, and just going to be offering a little bit of gentle prenatal yoga for you guys today. This is also, it's prenatal, but it's also very beginner friendly. So if you're not expecting and you're tuned in, that's totally fine. You can do everything that we're doing because it's pretty much open for anyone. Again, very beginner friendly. So if you're a first timer, no worries. I'm not gonna make you do anything that is out of your comfort zone. And with that being said, with any yoga practice, make sure that you honor yourself and your limitations, especially for my expecting mothers, because day by day, you might feel a little different. Right now, I'm out of breath, clearly, but be gentle with yourself. This is your practice. So if you want to sit there and just lay and listen to me speak the entire time, you're welcome to do that. Honor yourself and your limitations. So no pressure. This is for you. This is your time that you're taking for yourself to relax, to reset, just to realign, okay? We know that there's a lot going on in the world today, and I'm so grateful to be able to offer these classes virtually because a lot of us are in the house and we've been here all week long, and we're going to be here for a little while longer. I have been doing okay until I went to the doctor this morning and had to, my doctor's office is in the hospital, so that kind of freaked me out, and it made me kind of realize, like, you know what, making sure my mental is in check is so important, especially when you're growing life inside of you, because stress is real and all of those things can take a toll on you and your unborn child. So with that being said, that's why we're here. We're here to let it all go, release some stress, release some tension that we might be holding on to, and just get back to the basics, knowing that in the end, everything is going to work out. That's what we all hope for. So, wherever you are, you want to take a comfortable seat. I do use props, so I'm using this yoga block, and you might want to grab a pillow. So, pillow, block, these are all options. I also have a bolster. It's not one of the hard bolsters, but it still works. So expecting moms, get whatever props that you need to make yourself comfortable. And let's go ahead and get started. If you don't have a block, you could always sit on a few books. That's also an option. I typically use my block right now because it really elevates my hips. It's kind of hard to just sit flat these days. So you can sit on your block. Come to whatever comfortable seat that you like. You can cross your legs in front of you. You can send them out wide. Again, totally up to you. I'm choosing to cross my right leg in front of my left leg right now. And you just want to come to a place of stillness. You want to sit up nice and tall, so we want to have a nice long back. Chin is nice and leveled. And we just want to stay here for just a few moments of just guided meditation, very simple. We're going to get in touch with our breath first. Expecting moms, we know that breathing, of course, it's our lifeline, but it's really the anchor that we're going to need to get us through the rest of our pregnancy, to get us through our labor. So definitely paying attention to your breath. What I like to tell my students, if you're like, I don't like the sound of my breath, I don't want to sound loud when I'm breathing, inhale like you're smelling your favorite flower, and then exhale like you're blowing out a candle. While you're doing that, take and close your eyes for a few minutes. Expecting moms, maybe you want to take one hand on your belly, one hand over your heart. That's an option. You can have both hands at the heart center, or you can have your hands resting on your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. We're just going to stay here for a few moments, just becoming one with our breath, noticing our breath, noticing how shallow it may be, how deep it may be. Noticing how our chest rises as we inhale in through our nose, and how our chest begins to fall as we exhale out through our mouth. Just take a few moments to check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling. If you're like me and you're hopping into your third trimester, you might be feeling some kicks right now. Maybe you're noticing the sounds around you if you're in a room. Birds chirping outside, maybe the rain falling outside. Just take this moment to tune into yourself. Tune into the present moment. Take a load off. Maybe you take another few deep breaths and think about an intention that you want to set for yourself. So in yoga, your intention can be a plan, a goal. Maybe it's just to relax and forget about everything that's going on. Maybe it's just you want to refocus. Maybe it's just, I'm just doing this because I've never done yoga and want to see what it's all about. So come up with your intention and you just use that to guide you through your practice today. Maybe take another deep breath in through your nose. The deepest breath you've taken all day. Out through your mouth. Really emptying your lungs. Let's do that one more time. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Nice. So we're going to start off with just a few, what I call half neck rolls from side to side. Really getting out those kinks that you might have. Maybe you have been working from home all morning, sitting at a desk. Haven't really paid attention to how you're sitting, your posture. We tend to hold a ton of tension in our neck. So this is really good to just get us warmed up, loosen out the kinks that we have in our neck and our shoulders. Nice and gentle, taking it slow. Make sure you're still breathing. You don't want to hold your breath. Few more rounds. One more round and then you'll meet me right back in the center. Good. Next, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to grab onto our right ear. And then we're going to send our right arm out to the side. So again, we're getting a nice stretch in the side of our neck. Make sure you're not pulling too far down, so you don't want to force it. Nice and gentle. Your left ear and your left shoulder are coming in contact with each other. Still keeping with your breath, so deep inhales, nice controlled inhales in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, take and release that hand, float both arms back down. We're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to take our right hand, grab onto our left ear, making contact with our right ear and right shoulder, extend that left arm out to the side. Nice and gentle. Make sure you're still breathing. Most important, that's the only thing I require of you is to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Remember, we're smelling our favorite flower. We're blowing out our birthday candles on our exhales. Really feels good to get these kinks out. Stiffness that we've been holding on to. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, take and release that hand, float it back down. Nice. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit. All right. So this time we're gonna do a nice gentle side body stretch. So you're gonna extend your left arm out to the side. Our right hand is planted to our side in our mat. Take a look at your left palm, and then as you inhale, you're going to begin to reach that palm up towards the ceiling first, and then exhale as you just fall so gently towards your right side. Not too deep. If we're on a scale of 1 to 10, stay at about a 2 or 3 again. Nice side body stretch. We don't want to go full throttle. You can look straight ahead, you can look down, you can look up towards that extended arm. One One more deep inhale here, and then exhale as you take and gently float that arm down to the side. Good. Plant that left hand down into the mat this time. Extend your right arm out. Inhale as you begin to reach that arm up, straight up towards the ceiling first, nice and tall. And then exhale as you fall gently towards your left side. Again, we're at a scale of 2 to 3. Not full throttle. Don't have to go so hard. Remember, expecting moms, we're still protecting that baby, so no need to go too hard. A lot of changes in our body right now, so things feel different from day to day. So be gentle with yourself. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale here, and then exhale, float that arm back down. Good. This time we're going to extend that left arm out again. We're going to sweep it up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to come forward. So we're doing just big arm circles. Really trying to create some space, because expecting moms, we're taking up more space, especially in our upper ribs. So it feels good to stretch it on out. Making sure you're still breathing. Nice and slow. Ooh. One more cycle. Reach up back towards the ceiling, and then exhale, float that left arm back down towards the mat. Good. Before we take it to the other side, if you're like me, might be a good time to switch out those legs. So I'm putting the opposite leg in front of me this time. Great. So now we're going to extend our right arm out. Inhale, reaching up nice and tall first, and then we're gonna go to the opposite side with our big circles. Creating lots of space, really reaching like someone's trying to pull you up towards the ceiling, or someone's trying to grab you to come forward. So nice big circles. Stay with your breath. Do not forget to breathe. One more cycle. Inhale as we go back up, and then exhale. Let that arm float back down to your side. Good, we're making good progress. All right, so this time we're going to extend both arms out. Inhale as you begin to slowly reach them up towards the ceiling. Palms come together to touch. And then as you exhale, you're going to take your left hand, place it on your right knee, and then your right hand comes down to the side. We're doing a gentle twist, so expecting moms, we want to make sure that we're not going full throttle, okay? So really, you're just going to take a nice deep inhale, lower those shoulders away from your ears, and then just send your gaze towards your right shoulder. So just a nice gentle twisting motion, more so with our neck and our gaze, less with our torso and our belly. With every inhale, use that as a moment to straighten out, realign, lower those shoulders away from our ears. We might be tempted to bring them up. Just consciously exhale and lower them down. On your next inhale, you're going to reach both arms back up towards the center. Our palms come together to touch. We're going to take it to the other side. So now your right hand comes to your left knee. And your left hand comes down behind you or to the side. Inhale, bring those elbows in, lower your shoulders, and then exhale, just send your gaze towards your left shoulder. Nice gentle twist, not too hard, not too deep. If you are more advanced in your yoga practice, you might be used to going full throttle in this pose, but we're protecting baby, so we want to refrain from doing that right now. You'll get there again. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, we're going to reach both arms back up. Palms come together to touch. And then this time we're going to exhale. We're going to bring our hands to heart. Good. Very slowly and very mindfully, we're going to make our way to a hands and knees position or tabletop. Depending on who you are, this might be a good time to use a pillow or a blanket. If you feel like your knees might get sore, you can place your knees on top of a pillow or blanket or bolster, totally up to you. If not, we're going to get in a nice hands and knees position. You want to make sure that your top of your feet are nice and flat. Nice wide palms, nice and flat on your mat. Wrist and shoulder are lined up together. So we want to have a nice flat back, nice long neck. We're going to get into a pose that most people are pretty familiar with. It's really, really good for expecting moms, known as cat-cow. So on our inhales, we're going to begin to lower our belly, send our heart forward. Our chin comes up, nice curve in our spine. And then on our exhale, we're going to round our spine, bring our chin to our chest, navel comes in towards your spine. Inhale, lower that belly. Good job, Levi. Sorry, guys. Chin comes up, chest and heart come forward. Nice curve in our spine. Exhale as you round that spine, pushing away from your mat. Chin comes to chest. So just take a few moments to explore both of these movements, using your breath to guide each one. Really nice to just activate some different parts of our body. Feels really good doing this pose, pregnant or not. Always a good go-to pose in the morning. Wake you up before work or before working from home at your desk. Let's do one more round. And then you'll meet me in a neutral position. All right. So from here, take and walk your palms, maybe like a palm print in front of you. And we're going to just begin to draw small circles with our hips. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. Making sure you're still breathing. And those small circles are going to turn into medium circles. And those medium circles are going to turn into larger circles. Expecting moms, depending on how far along you are, might want to take and widen those knees a little bit more, maybe to the width of your mat or maybe even wider, creating space for your growing belly. Making sure you're still breathing. This is really good to open up those hips, just creating some movement. Just explore how this feels and works in your body. Wherever you are, take and pause, and then we're going to reverse our direction. One more deep circle. This time, keeping your knees nice and wide. Bring your big toes together. Inhale here, then you're going to exhale as you send those hips down and back. We're going to come into a child's pose. So this is a resting pose. Good idea to use your block if you want to rest your forehead onto your block. Or you can rest it onto your mat. One more deep inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to come back up into that tabletop. Next, we're going to send our left leg out to the side. We're going to replace our left palm, our right palm where our left palm is, and then we're going to take and open up that arm nice and wide, looking up towards the ceiling, creating lots of space, making sure you're pressing down with your right palm. Nice deep inhales, followed by long extended exhales. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, slowly bring that arm down. We're going to take it to the other side. I'm going to face the other way. So this time we're going to take our right leg out to the side. Left palm comes in, and then we sweep that arm up, reaching up towards the ceiling, creating lots of space. Remember, we're smelling that beautiful flower. We're blowing out a candle on our exhales. Inhale one more time. And then exhale, take and lower that arm back down. Bring that leg back in. This time you're going to tuck your toes. Walk your palms out, a palm print. Nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to start to lift those knees up and send the hips up and back into what's known as down facing dog. Again, expecting moms, if you need to widen those feet a little bit more, keep a nice deep bend in your knees. We kind of imagine we're walking our dog. So bending those knees, just exploring how this feels. You might hear some cracks along the way. That's okay. It's a good sign. Keep breathing. Making sure your fingertips are nice and wide. Really gripping your mat. nice deep inhale and look forward. And then you're gonna, at the same time, kind of walk your feet back to meet, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Feet to meet your hands. Keeping a nice bend in our knees. So we're in what's known as forward fold. So here, imagine you're like a rag doll. Just let it all hang. Expecting moms, again, feet are nice and wide. Our belly is falling in between those thighs, so we want to protect it. Keep the knees bent to protect your lower back. Let your head hang. Maybe you shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Let your arms just hang. We're letting go of all the tension, all the worry, all the stress. Just let it go. Say nope. Not having it. Positive thoughts only. Nice bend in the knees. And we're going to inhale, bending those knees as we slowly, very slowly, begin to rise up to standing. Our arms come up overhead. Our palms come together. And then exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our hearts. Yep, we're standing up now. You guys made it. Good. Just stay here for a few breaths. Taking notice of how you feel, what shifted. Maybe your heart's beating a little faster. Maybe you've built up a little bit of heat. That's okay. Few deep breaths here. When you're ready, release those arms off to the side. Feet are about hip width distance apart. We're going to reach our arms up on our inhale. And then exhale, take and bend that left arm at the elbow. And then our right hand is going to come to the top of our left elbow. And then we're going to begin to make circles again. Again, that rib area is starting to get a little tight. So we're creating space. We're stretching it all out. So you're kind of drawing circles with your elbow and your head. Feet are planted firmly into the mat. Making sure you're still breathing. Again, creating lots of space for that growing baby inside of you. Sitting down for a long time, I'm starting to feel the pressure on my ribs. As my ribs and my chest seem to be coming together. Maybe you're holding your baby really high in this pregnancy. So again, movements like this tend to really make a difference. Circle back and around to the center. Inhale, arms come up ahead, overhead. And then exhale, we're going to do the opposite. So now our left hand comes to the top of our bent right elbow. And we're going to go around to the other side. So switch your direction this time. Continue breathing. Nice circles, creating lots of space. It's all about creating space where there might not be a lot of space left. One more cycle, and you'll meet me in the center. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, we're going to float those arms down as we begin to bend our knees. Hinging at your hips, coming back into that forward fold. Inhale, you're going to slide your palms up, maybe to the top of your knees, coming into what's called a halfway lift. Elbows are in towards our side. Nice long neck, nice flat back. Inhale here, and then exhale, we're going to float back down, bending those knees, planting our hands down on the mat, and then exhale, come back to a tabletop or hands and knees position. So from here, we're going to extend our left leg out behind us. Keep breathing. Gaze is looking forward. Nice long neck. Inhale here one more time, and then exhale, bring that leg back in. Maybe you felt a little burn with that. That's okay. Gonna take it to the other side. I'm tall, so I'm gonna move up some. Inhale, extend that right leg behind you. Keep breathing, pushing down and away from your mat. Nice wide fingers. If you start to feel pressure in your wrist, widen those fingertips a little bit more so we can even out the weight that we're pushing down into the mat. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, bring that leg back in. Good. Maybe rock those hips from side to side. Bend the elbow, shake your wrist. We're going to do that again. We're going to add another element to it this time. So on your next inhale, you're going to send that left leg out behind you. Move this up some. And then we're going to send our right arm out in front of us. So this is known as our bird dog. Keep breathing here. Inhaling in through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale one more time. And then exhale, bring it all back in. Good. Gonna take it to the other side. Gonna extend that right leg behind you. Keeping that right leg extended out. Gonna extend our left arm in front of us. Come up some more. Nice big deep inhales in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep breathing. Squeezing those thighs in towards each other. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, bring it all back in. Nice. Take and bring those knees to the width of your mat, or maybe even wider. Big toes come together, palms a palm print out in front of us. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, send the hips down and back for our child's pose. Forehead rests on the mat or on your block. One more deep inhale, and then exhale. Come back up to tabletop. Make your way back onto a seated position. This time I'm sitting flat on my mat. We're going to bring our feet together. Take both hands, grab onto your ankles. Inhale as you round the shoulders back and down. Elbows come in to the sides of your belly. Chest comes forward, chin comes up. Push those knees down, feeling a nice stretch in our hips. Breathe here for a few moments. Keep pushing those knees down and feel that stretch in our hips. Pressing your feet together. One more deep inhale. And then exhale. Bring it all back down. Cross your legs. Placing your hands on your knees. We're going to do a seated cat-cow as we begin to close out our gentle prenatal session. So as you inhale, you're going to slide those palms back, lift your heart, lift your chin up towards the ceiling, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then exhale, push those hands past your knees, rounding your spine, bringing your chin to chest. Inhale, slide the palms back. Elbows come in towards your side, squeezing the shoulder blades, chest up, heart forward, chin up. Exhale, rounding the spine, kind of sitting back, chin comes to chest. Do this a few more times on your own breath at your own pace. One more cycle. And then meet me in the center. Good. Let's take a few ear to shoulder movements, rounding the neck around again. And then if you have a pillow or a blanket, take and grab that. We're going to come into our final resting pose. If you're an advanced yogi, you know typically our final resting pose is Savasana or corpse laying on our back. But this stage in our pregnancy, really after I think first trimester, lying on your back is not ideal. So that pose doesn't work as much. So utilizing as many props as possible. Sometimes I use my block as a pillow, take my bolster, put it in between my knees, lay them on my left side. You can use your hands underneath your ear as a pillow as well. So this works, or a real pillow. Knees come together. So this is our final resting pose. You could stay here for as long as you like. Just closing your eyes and thinking about the intention that you set for yourself for today. Noticing your breath again, noticing how shallow it may be. You guys can stay laying. I'm gonna sit up. Noticing how shallow your breath is, how deep it is. Just really noticing what's shifted in your body. Coming back to your intention. Coming back to this space. So As we close out, again, feel free to stay here as long as you like. Feel free to use any of these movements at any time throughout the day when you're feeling stiff, when you just kind of want to forget about everything that's going on. For my expecting moms, remember again, you're carrying life. How you feel, your mental is very, very important right now. Getting closer and closer to our due dates day by day. So trying to be very mindful. Stay moving. It is a really good way to keep your mind off of all of the negative. I really appreciate those of you who joined in with me today. This was very nice. I look forward to coming back, doing this with you guys again. So again, there's a donate button for Yoga Buzz. Please feel free to donate to the cause and check out the website. There are other virtual classes being offered throughout the day. There's a calendar that you can download to see who's teaching what. So many things to offer. Yoga is very broad. There's no one right or wrong way to do things. So if you're new, especially while we're in the house, what greater time to try something different. If you can't get to the gym, I know I'm typically a gym rat. I love working out, but yoga, less intense and highly impactful though. Not just on your body physically, but on your mind. So again, I really appreciate you all. Thank you for joining in with me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.